In our last video, we just finished adding a stroke that's animated and it looks like a squiggle that goes through the line. What we can do to make this look a little bit more technical is we can add that and have it kind of circle around our screen or have other motions in here at the same time. Now, it took a little bit of work. It took us 8 minutes just to do that when we were recording live, the one line. So I don't have to repeat all of that over again and start from scratch. What we're going to do is we're going to duplicate this layer just like we did the last one. So with this layer selected, I'm going to collapse it down first. We don't need to have all that open. Okay. And we're going to duplicate. So the shape layer, let me rename it before I duplicate it because I don't want to lose what we have in here. I get confused if I don't have these named. So let's call this a moving stroke. Okay. If you want to get creative with the name, you can do so. And call that what you want. Maybe you call it a snake or something. Let's duplicate that. You can find the duplicate button under Edit, Duplicate. Okay. Or you can, so it won't duplicate it unless I have it highlighted. So now I can go Edit, Duplicate. Now it should have moving stroke 2. Otherwise, you can go Control, hold Control down and hold D. That gives you 3 strokes. They're all in the exact same location. They're all animated at the same time. What I can do is I can grab and move these around. Okay. So with this selected, I have my V selection tool. Now, if I scroll this, you'll see we have 2 of those. Okay. Now let's rotate this. What's this? Is this a rotation tool? Yep. And we can grab this. And now it's going to rotate around my handle here, my anchor point. Okay. And that's okay. I should have put it to the middle. Everything in here would be good to put to the middle. I'm going to go back and move this over. And let's see how this looks when we slide it over here. All right, so now I hit play. Okay. And let me scrub back. And I guess this really doesn't have to be 30 seconds long. All right, so those come in and those go out the same time. That was stroke 3. I can get a little bit creative with this one. I can rotate this maybe only a little bit. And I can slide it down and I can shrink or squash it. Okay. I could take these handles on my lines and really change them because it's just going to be following that. Okay. And maybe this one here, I can do the same thing. I'll pull this here and stretch it down a little. Kind of have, now let's scroll and see. Okay, so they're swirling around and change shapes. So play with that a little bit, set it how you like. There's no necessarily wrong or right way to do it. You can also play with the actual keys on here. So if I highlight that, I can go U, see where my animations are. And I could highlight both of these and drag this one here and have this one start a little bit earlier maybe and try that. Okay, so it doesn't look like they all appear and disappear at the same time. All right, so now we have this a little bit more fancy. The next thing we're going to do is add some water drops. All right, that was just a quick review of how we do this. Let's go back over here, collapse this down so we are ready for the next one. I can highlight Control A and go U to move through those and collapse them or open them. And we are golden. You can see now I have a lot of different points in there. It's starting to get complicated. Why don't we go through and I'm going to turn on, while all these are highlighted, my motion blur. And maybe we'll like that. Let's play that real quick. And see how that works. Yeah, I like that. All right. Thanks for joining me, and we will see you in the next one.